Hello and welcome to this video on muscle testing and using muscle testing to enhance your intuition and connect with your intuition. I'm Lucy Brand, founder of Energetic Essence Healing, and I support women to embody the empowered, wealthy, turned-on queen they were born to be. And so if you know me, know of my work or have worked with me, you'll probably notice that I do this a lot. I constantly check in with myself and my intuition. And it's something I've just been doing for years and years and years now, especially when I get too in my head or if I get too emotionally involved in something, then what can happen is my divine connection or my intuition, when you go into your head, it's like game over because you're going into logic. So you want to connect back with your true self, your divine self, your wise self, your wisdom in your body. And people do it with a pendulum as well. I do have a pendulum. So with pendulums, I do recommend, I do this, it is fun. But it's just so much quicker for me to do muscle testing. If you do want to try, I recommend trying with a pendulum. If you do, I recommend getting a wooden one or a metal one, because if you get a crystal one, crystals have their own frequency. So for example, a rose quartz crystal, that's the frequency of love. That's what represents love. So it can have an impact on the answer. Whereas if you have a metal one or a wood one, they're neutral. I can show you actually. So if I say to this, show me yes. See, I'm not moving that. And yes for me is, what's that? Anti-clockwise is yes. And then if I say, show me no. And so clockwise for me is no. So basically that's, I don't know how I started. I can't remember. It was so long ago. Anyway, that is one way of doing it, using a pendulum. Or I muscle test. And this is just so much faster. I do it all the time. I'm like, what would you like to eat for dinner? But then I also do it with clients. I will check in constantly to make sure that I'm a clear channel. Because when I work with a client and when I want to have the answers, I want to go to that super consciousness, that higher consciousness, my higher self, the divine, my intuition, whatever you want to call that thing bigger than us. So it's the same way. So what I do is I put my thumb and I think that's your index finger, and then the same with this, and I link it through like that. And then I ask myself questions. So, do I like coffee? And it's easily breakable. That's a no. I don't like coffee. I can't stand the stuff. So yeah, do I like coffee? No, it's easily breakable. Am I very in love with my husband? Yeah, that's so strong. I can't break that. And that's a yes. So just try it. Try it with small little things. What do I want for dinner? Should I go left or right? Should I go for a walk now? I do it with should I wear this jumper or that jumper today? I literally do it all the time. And what it means is that I'm offering up my I'm offering myself up and my decisions up to the divine. So it's not like I'm bypassing responsibility. I just want the truth. Now, if I'm really in my head about something, or I'm in fear or worry or anything like that, then this is even more valuable, because then I can bypass that and get to the truth of what the divine within me or my body wisdom really wants to do. And start with the small stuff. And then when you start with the small stuff, you'll start to connect more deeply with your intuition, and then you can move on to the bigger stuff, the bigger things. So now, honestly, I do this all day long for myself and for my clients, with everything. And to be honest, usually I just know, like from now, I've been doing it for so long, I know in my body it's like a yes or a no. I can just feel into it. But sometimes I have to check if I'm like, oh, like I want this outcome. So I want this outcome. My humanness, my ego wants this outcome. I'm going to muscle test to see what's actual truth. And this, yeah, it's such an amazing guide then for you in life, because you know you're on the right path. If it feels good, if it's a yes, do it. If it's a no, don't do it. And you don't need to know why it's a yes or why it's a no. Some just trusting in that. There's one thing with me and my husband. If I say, I don't want to do that, or I don't think we should do that, but I don't know why, he completely goes with that now. We've been together 12 years. He's like, yeah, okay. And I don't have to give him an explanation or anything. And it's always right. It's always right, my intuition. But it's having that deep trust and that deep belief in yourself. And the more little wins you get, the more you kind of get the momentum going, and the more you start to trust yourself, and the more you start to believe in yourself. And when you do that, poof, the whole world is your universe. Like, it just opens everything up, and it opens up the channels for you to live the life that you desire from a place of love, but with ease. Create it with ease and no resistance. Okay, my lovely. So I hope that you found this video useful today, and I shall see you in the next one. Mwah. Love you. Bye.